ಹಲೋ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್. ನಾನಿವತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಟೀಚರ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಟೀಚರ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ನಾನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನ KA ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಇಂದ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಂಬೈನ್ಡ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ KA ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. They are conducting two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is related to general studies. Paper 2 is specific, that is computer related subject. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎರಡು ಪೇಪರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 100 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಟೋಟಲ್ 200 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಏನು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು 3 parts here. The first one is computer fundamentals and C programming. Second one is related to data structure, and third one is related to operating system. Here in the first part, computer fundamentals and C program alli, they are having some basics related to C programming language, but they are not added ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ಸ್. ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅವರು, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಡಿವೈಸಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಾರ್ಡ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದೋಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್, C programming language. In the first unit, introduction to C programming. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ, we need to understand the evolution of the C programming language and structure of the C programming language, and character sets, means alphabets, numbers and special characters, constants, variables and keywords. We are having some tokens within the C programming language. We need to study about that particular concepts. Second unit, C instructions. Second unit ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, type declaration, means declaration of the variables and constants, and arithmetic instructions, integer, float, that conversions, means one type of data into another type of the data. We need to convert that data. Here that is considered as a type conversions. Operators in C programming language. Within the C programming language, we are having the many types of the operators. Maybe arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators. Like we are having some operators, we need to study about those operators, including input-output statements. Those are the input and output functions. For example, printf, scanf, permitted and unpermitted statements are there. Next, third unit ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, control structures related to decision control statements and looping statements. In the programming language, we are having the some conditional control statements. For example, if statement, if else, else if ladder, switch statement. ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಲೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ವೈಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಡು ವೈಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, go to statement. We are having some statements. Those are the control statements. To control your program flow, that purpose we are having some control statements here. And next is arrays. Within the C programming language, if you want to store something into the some memory, in that position we are having the variable and another one is the arrays. Variable is related to only single value. Arrays are related to multiple values can be stored in the single value. That's a variable. That is considered as a arrays here. Based on that concept, we need to study types of the arrays, how to create the arrays, and manipulation of that particular arrays. And based on that array, we can perform some operations like sorting the arrays. They are mentioned bubble sort here. We are having many sorting techniques. In the next unit, they are having sorting and searching techniques. But in this current arrays ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ only they are mentioned bubble sort. Along with that, we are having some library functions. Those are the predefined functions which are related to array. We need to study those concepts also. Next unit ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ that's a functions. Function definition, function structure, types of the functions, call by value, call by reference. ಹೌದಾ ಈ ತರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ದಟ್ಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್ಸ್. ಹಿಯರ್ definition of the pointer, pointers with arrays, call by value and call by reference. We need to study about these again related to functions with the help of pointers. Here, next unit related to structures and unions. Again, we need to study about that definition of the structure, definition of the union, advantage and disadvantage of these two concepts, structure and unions. Next one is bitwise operators. Within the bitwise operators, we are having the AND operator, OR operator, and XOR operator. And we are having the left shift operator and right shift operator also. We need to study about those particular things here. And one more is preprocessor statements. In the C programming language, we are having the types of preprocessor directives. Those are the statements, macros, and file related operations. Next one is file operating, modes, text, and binary files. And next, second unit, that is second part, data structure. In this first unit, introduction to data structure, definition of the data structure, operations on that particular data structure, and introduction to time complexity and space complexity. Next one is primitive data structures, and we need to concentrate on non-primitive data structure also. Here, integer, character, float, string, these are considered as a primitive data structures. We are having some non-primitive data structure also, such as stack, queue, linked list, trees, like we are having some non-primitive data structures. And next one is array concept. Within the data structure, we need to implement that array concept, which is implemented already in the first unit. Based on that array, we need to implement some insertion and deletion of that particular array elements. We need to study about advantages and disadvantages of those arrays concepts. Again, we are having the linked list, stack, queue, tree, and graphs. These are considered as a non-primitive data types. And last one is searching and sorting based on these particular non-primitive data structures. We need to implement searching techniques and sorting techniques. And next one is operating system. Here in this unit, we're having the again many concepts: process management, storage management, file system, input and output systems. Along with these concepts, they are added some other concepts also, which is not related to operating system. For example, OOPS using C++, database management system, software engineering, system software, internet technology, basics of Java, and Unix programming, internet lab, computer graphics, and computer networks. In the operating system, data structure, and C programming language, they are provided specific concepts. But related to DBMS, software engineering, system software, Internet of Things, Java, and Unix, and computer networks, they are not provided any specific content. But still, we need to study about these concepts. Here, these are the completely syllabus related to computer teacher post, which is called within the Karnataka residential schools. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈಚ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ and C programming, second unit data structure, and third unit here operating system. We can discuss those things in the next video. Thank you.